Hello and welcome to a Halloween sim edition of the HLS podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Ritter, as Atch Ketchum. You can call me Andy Tex. Of course, you can join us live, and if you are, you're getting the visual treat right now of the aftermath of Halloween over at twitch.tv/YourLittleSons. Of course, you can subscribe to the podcast over on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you happen to get your podcast feeds at. Join us in Discord. That is our live channel. Chat channel, herlittlesons.com/Discord. And of course, you can always find us at our home at herlittlesons.com. And with that said, it's time to bring in Shane. Shane, how are you doing, sir?
Good. I don't have a costume. I'm not as anything unless tourists trying to subtly blend in Chicago while still repping the city is as a costume. Then that may count. It's a very specific costume. It's like that. And you retweeted it earlier this morning. The Japanese people doing it. It was like an entire convention of people dressing up as the most mundane things possible. Mundane Halloween. It is an annual tradition that has become bigger than I think we realize now. But yeah, they just dress up as incredibly specific mundane garbage, like somebody who's struggling to study for a test.
Yeah, wearing a black shirt but held their cat.
Yeah, someone whose pen bled in their pocket. Like, those are actual costumes. It's amazing.
Yeah, instead of like the ironic Halloween of trying to do things like our good friend Jess Smetana and Charlotte Wilder did. They were Imagine Dragon, and the Imagine part was dressing up as John Lennon, and then Charlotte was the dragon.
Yep. Good stuff.
Yeah, Halloween was good. It's a lot more fun now that I have kids, because I was never super into it growing up. But then when I have a kid that says he wants to be Pikachu, I'm like, oh shit, I'm Ash, man. Let's do this.
Guess I'm into Halloween now.
Yeah, and those of you that are on the stream, you'll notice I committed to the bit, completely shaved, which that was a miscalculation. Like about midway through when the beard was finally grown in, I was like, wait a second. I can't do this for the Halloween costume. Like Ash may have been competing in Pokemon tournaments for 20 some odd years, but he's still a kid in the canon.
He's still 10. You are not.
Oh, like Clearwall, Rick and Morty, him and his offspring. Very nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We got compliments from people on the video game pumpkins that were out. I don't think people cared for the Notre Dame one, sadly.
Well, you can't win them all.
No.
Neither can they, I was going to say, but that's okay.
Yeah, but it was a good time. I enjoyed it. But we actually have a bit of news here in this tailgate that we wanted, because there's actually some video game tie-ins to it as well. Believe it or not.
The only video game tie-in I think we all give a shit about.
Yeah, exactly. So we may, at some near point in the future, be able to take this Xbox, update it to some new hardware, and potentially have a new NCAA video game. Because, at least, well, let's frame this properly. The NCAA, who previously said that, this name, image, and likeness stuff that California is doing is the worst freaking thing ever. We're never going to invite California teams to any tournaments. Well, then Florida passes a law. Illinois has legislation going in. I think the Carolinas are about to push some stuff out. So the ball's rolling. The tsunami is coming to shore. So the NCAA decided, instead of getting flattened, look, we're cool with this, so we're gonna make an exploratory committee, and the key phrase they used was trying to fit they're gonna lift the restrictions, but try to fit it into the college football recruiting world.
Yeah.
Would you like to tell me what that means, Shane?
I have no fucking clue what that means, and that's the point. That's the point. That's how the NCAA operates. Nice and vague and perfectly. It's like when you select the borders on a cell in Excel, it's them choosing the all dashes. Everything is nice and porous. There's no boundaries. We can do whatever we want with that.
Yeah, and look, there's a deadline set. It's going to be 2021 at the latest. And here's the reality. And this is when you know you're a slow-moving organization, because state legislations and even potentially federal legislation may beat them. So they're not gonna have much of a choice in this decision, and the bigger news, and this one particularly for our sim interest, for the NCAA video game series interest, the NFLPA, so the actual union representation for the NFL players, who, when Madden comes to them, says, hey, we would like the players in the game, guess who they go to? They go to that one single centralized source. They have joined up. They're doing exploratory committees and stuff as well. with the National College Players Association, or the NCPA, which I honestly didn't even know existed until
It's got to be new
this week.
because I don't think it did.
Yeah, so they're doing something similar, but honestly, this is a little bit more positive, at least from my point of view, because the way this is actually going to work will be something like what the NFLPA does. EA Sports or whoever wants to do like a bulk, we would like to use everybody's, image and likeness. The universities will have to sign off individually to use logos and stuff like that. That's easy. It's everybody else that it gets messy. Because then how do the universities do the payments? Well, if it's a separate organization, they get one check and they say, hey, this is your piece of the pie, and cover athlete, you get X amount extra because you're on the cover. That might be the cleanest way to get it done.
I don't see the problem here. The problem is I've never seen the problem here. Every school has. That's the thing, is they have to sign off. And I mean, now you got school presidents and ADs coming out and be like, well, this is how I feel about, like, we understand you have feelings, but the whole time to levy that it's gone. You missed it. The whole train's way fucking past. We're almost at the home station.
Yeah, and on the Notre Dame side, Jack Schwarbrick's been on board, but he has similar reservations that I think everybody shares. Schwarbrick's just smarter about how he articulates it, because there's other ADs that were not on board with the image and likeness, being able to cash in on that. But the big problem that they want to avoid is actually having the athletes become employees of the university, because that does open up a whole layer of other things. And trust me, being a manager, technically, I was kind of an employee of the university. That scholarship I got at the end of the year got taxed like that idiot in South Carolina that center wants to actually do. It got taxed. It was not 65%. Now, it was still very generous. I was very happy to get the award I got, but damn, that hurt. And that's the kind of thing they're trying to avoid, because you have to get health insurance and all kinds of other things along there. And then that gets into a quagmire, especially if you have union representation in some way, shape, or form, like the NFL players do. So I understand some of the reservations. I understand why it's messy. The one thing I don't understand, and I think the focus that the NCAA has more, is, well, we got to make this fair. We can't have the richer schools buying recruits.
You can't have one guy with a Ferrari.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ,
okay,
man.
Dude.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The inequality's there. Like, if anybody that's had their eyes open to college football, like, bagmen aside, let's forget that shady part of the business right now. LSU has fucking sleep pods in their locker room. Don't you sit here and tell me that there's a level playing field right now. It doesn't exist. It's never existed. Even Notre Dame leading on the academic side, that's an unfair advantage too for particular recruits.
I'm pretty sure Alabama has cryodomes, dude.
Yeah, and Nick Saban, there's been stories about how he's got a button on his desk to close the door because he doesn't want to be asked to actually go close it himself. He's got a fucking Jetsons door, dude. Star Trek shit.
I was gonna say, an NBC news correspondent recently was highlighted for having a similar toy in his office. I don't know that that's quite the good representation to be.
Well, this is to save him time, because this is also the same guy that also has a Little Debbie oatmeal cream pie for breakfast every morning. Because
you know what, I respect the fuck out of that.
I do too, but he doesn't
hate.
He doesn't want to change the routine. Why bother? Why cook bacon? It wastes time.
Why would you?
But yeah, so there is, and Benny's saying in the chat, is the game coming back? Well,
it looks like it's possible.
It's possible. So at best, you can have one for next football season. That's still a long shot, but I would say that NCAA 2022 could definitely be a thing. So the 2021 season, since the games are always a year ahead, it's
featuring Tyler Buckner. You'll see.
Chris Tyree.
Yeah, right. We'll find out.
Yeah, so it's a brand new world. It's going to be great, but of course, that is of our interest. But we still have an old broken ass sim that we got to run.
Voodoo Sim.
Are you ready to do this, Shane? I think the people are ready.
Absolutely. It's going to curse us all.
Yeah, well, here we go. Yeah, we're leading into it. Hold on, we're about to have a battle. I gotta get the backwards hat going.
You just spin the motherfucker.
And we already got Barstool with the bad feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, on a cold, windy day.
Bad feeling about this.
It's South Bend. Notre Dame's looking, and look, if Ash Ketchum, after 20 years of falling on his face and being one of the world's shittiest Pokemon trainers, can fucking win, Notre Dame can bounce back after the hell that was Michigan.
Finally did it, and let's see if we can, I don't know, revive ourselves at this point, because what else is there other than what we saw last week where we died? So we have to come back to life. This is the time to do it.
Absolutely is. Well, here we go. We are about to have the toss. Virginia Tech has lost it, and Notre Dame will actually defer. SimBK actually
Notre Dame
deferring.
used
Look at
Harden
this.
instead of Quick Attack.
And Dory kicks it away. It is going to the end zone, and it is kneeled for a touchback. So the defense will get to start out on this one. And God, Shane, I hope we bounce back in a big way.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to hope for, basically. That's kind of all we have at this point. You have to imagine they're going to try to, rectify the mistakes they made.
Well, and right off the bat, we got play action and a lot of time. Ball is pulled down. Drew White is just burned. And Hooker, 11-yard run. And there is dual threat going on. There will be read option and lots of spread. The Virginia Tech talented wide receiver core. And since Hooker's come in, the offense actually taken off a little bit. Handoff here, though. And an 11-yard gain. So we're off to a great start.
Off to an incredibly awful start, which is perfect for this sim. You have to also expect Virginia Tech's going to work their tight ends. So if they can get some spacing up the middle, things are not looking awesome.
Oh, hey, look at this. A screen that works. A nice little wide receiver tunnel screen to Grimsley for 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming up, and the Hokies all of a sudden are across midfield in a hurry. Hooker, hands off. Little counterplay here, and just a big burst up the middle. McLeese with the 10-yard gain. Everything's been 9, 8, 10, 11 yards.
They haven't had a single play under 5 yards so far.
Oh, boy. I wish I was drinking. Oh, speaking of, if you would like to partake, Hooker with an actual true RPO.
And an incomplete pass.
Yes, Drew White breaks it up after getting the hit there. So Hokies on the 35, actually getting a chance to reset things here with 7:18 left to go. Comes out with 4 wide. Hooker in the shotgun. He is back to pass, pulls it down, and Bilal is right there waiting for him, cleaned up by... Did I forget to sub Hayes out again? I did.
Maybe.
Whatever, 3rd and 10. Just pretend it's Jameer Jones. Pretend.
Yeah.
Hooker hands off.
He had space on the right-hand side. If he was going with a counter, he'd have had some room, but he ran straight into the jaws.
So a drive that had promise. But,
oh, my God.
And there is a punt on the 34-yard line. Shane?
Oh, I'm gonna.
You know what that means. Notre Dame damn near blocks this one.
Wow.
And a touchback, so a net punt of 17 yards.
Fuck. Why? Okay, so there's been a lot of intermittent discussions about Justin Fuente not exactly having control of his team. That's not a good sign.
That's taking Beamer ball to a new level there, Fuente. Good grief. Well, Book is back to pass. His first pass is complete, but Komet decides to run all the way back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1.
Do they understand that comeback routes do not actually involve running backwards?
Idiots doing idiot things because they're idiots.
So perfect summary. Well, Book with a delayed handoff to Jones, and Jones gets a lot of yardage back there on the dum-dum. 5-yard gain. Is
Jones still injured for this week?
I honestly do not know.
That would be good to find out.
I was just going off the depth chart.
Yep.
But, I mean, by all accounts, he wasn't that bad of banged up, and this pass goes right back to him. 4th and inches. He was right there on the sticks, and they are going to punt. But they're on their own 30.
Yep.
This is going to be the most hilarious field flip.
Oh, my God. To their 20.
And Brandlett with a nice kick. This is all the way, to the 20 indeed. Good call, Shane. And nice coverage.
Got blown up.
So 30-30 we go. Punting is winning.
Bramblett, I mean, I know he hasn't exactly gone unsung, but I mean, he's got a lot more value than I think we were expecting.
Oh, absolutely, especially because we were so concerned about special teams in general, and he was one of the concerns. Hooker, play action. Has a lot of time, decides to pull it down, but thankfully Elliott right there on the spy, no gain.
Thankfully he cleaned that tackle up because it looked like he might have shed it, and then there was a lot of room.
It was like the defense realized, oh shit, they can run. Let's spy them.
Yep.
2nd and 10. Just a little over 5 minutes left here to go in the first. Hooker is back to pass. Throws it over the middle to a wide open receiver. And Hazelton brings down the 8-yard reception. 3rd and 2 coming up.
It looks like Notre Dame's defense has tried to figure out their pacing a little bit better. So they're keeping things in front of them more.
Well, they're definitely flying to the line of scrimmage. And a handoff here. Okwara comes in. And Elliott also helps clean it up. 4th and inches. And this will be another punch as well.
Beautiful.
And Irish look to be coming after this one. Almost jump offside. And this kick gets away. Fink will receive this just past his 20 or across the 25 and runs right over.
Right into the defender.
Right into somebody to the 30-yard line.
As is tradition.
I tell you, he wants to return a punt like Zibby in this game. He just can't help it.
Yeah, he wants to knock like 3 pins over.
Well, Book has 3 wide, back in the shotgun, sends Lindsey out in motion. Almost gets Virginia Tech to jump offside.
Everyone's real jumpy.
And a little counterplay here that goes absolutely nowhere. Jones stuffed. No gain.
It's kind of like a first-round feel-out, you know? They're just trying to gauge each other.
It's not going straight to hell like the Michigan sim did.
Right,
We still have time to slowly descend into madness. And a quick out route to Jones Jr. 3rd and 6. Ball is pretty much on the 35 right now, the Irish. Book's 3 for 3 for 9 yards. The yards per attempt is ugly.
Yikes.
And this pass in the flat to Komet. So he is now 4 for 4 for 8 yards after a 1-yard loss.
Look, if nothing else so far, Chip Long's overall conservative play calling persists.
Yeah, and that was one of the things Pete Sampson and Fortuna were talking about in The Athletic about QBs under Brian Kelly. That when they're first out there, it is full coach control. And then when they start to get to the keys to the car, there's a lot of information coming at them. So I wonder if that's what's going on, a little bit of panic. Well, this kicks away another nice one just past the 30, goes Grimsley.
I know Pete Sampson and Fortuna had that the whole piece where they interviewed 7 prior Brian Kelly quarterbacks. That was published earlier today. That's
posted in our Discord, too.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, it's very well worth reading. But back to the action here with 3:46 left to go. Hooker under center, hands off, and stuffed by about half the defense is McLeese. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, a gang tackle. Everyone got like a quarter tackle.
See, Virginia Tech's not just running a no huddle; they're really running it with pace. I mean, they're moving quick. Oh dear Lord! Oh my good God! Blitz got home. Wu just absolutely murdered Hooker.
Yep. I mean, he's lucky that was ruled a fucking pass.
Yeah.
He just went straight up in the air.
Just got his hand going forward. 3rd and 9. 3 down linemen setting up a screen. And I was going to say, there's fumble. And the Irish recover, but we'll see if he was down. That was close. Troy Pride, for right now, has the recovery in Virginia Tech territory.
Doesn't this feel incredibly realistic? The first drive, it seems, oh no, Notre Dame still has lost control. And then all of a sudden, the second drive, they kind of reestablish control. All of a sudden, oh shit, fumble, and oh my God, Notre Dame is kicking that ass. Doesn't that feel like this could very much happen?
Definitely, and this time Fuente is actually challenging it. This doesn't come from the booth. The angles that we've seen so far, I think he may have been down. That angle was a little bit more definitive.
There. Well,
I mean, basically, looked like it hit Owusu Koromoa's knee and popped out. Well, it is reversed, but the good news is that is now a 3-and-out for Virginia, so they will punt it away. Damn, Polian he's sending the house every punt.
I hope, because eventually he's going to get home.
He pulled back on that one, so we'll see if some blockers can get out there. Fink crosses the 30, punches somebody in the face, goes out of bounds.
he catches it inside the left hash and runs out of bounds, and the whole right side of the field is open.
All right, we got to give Irish Elvis a hat tip for saying, call that man Craig James his hooker killer, hashtag. Hashtag hooker killer. All right, that has to percolate during Twitter. Shit. Delayed handoff to Jones, and he gets 3 yards, 2nd and 7 coming up for the Irish. So Irish have yet to cross midfield. Hokies did it once on the first drive, and then it's been punt city 3 and out ever since.
Oh, God.
Komet in motion. Book throws it. Stop me if you've heard this before. Throws it short on a drag route to the running back for a 1-yard gain.
Without so much as a second sniff in his progression.
He has completed 5 passes and isn't in double-digit passing yards. How?
Yep.
How? 3rd and 6. Please throw a pass the sticks. Book
He's
just
got
all day making a
And he's gonna take
sandwich.
a sack, isn't he?
And now he throws it deep, and it is caught. Lindsey mossed somebody.
Wow. That really looked like a pick, I have to tell you.
And it was one of those back foot off the run specials, but somehow it ends up working. Lindsey makes the play, and the Irish are on the Hokie 40.
Yeah, you're going to get one of those every, 1,000 passes.
Well, look at this. Komet actually goes into motion and splits out wide. And Book throws, this time it goes to Fink, who catches it and breaks 2 tackles.
Bounces off.
It breaks a damn.
Okay, all right.
15-yard
15 yards.
gain. Fink got knocked out of bounds. He was never tackled. Damn.
Book is 7 for 7. There's your 48 yards.
This is great. On the 25, 1st and 10, Irish with just over 2 minutes left. Komet comes in motion. 3 wide. Book back to pass. And he shucks a sack, throws it down the sideline.
Oh.
And Claypool somehow snatches it out of midair and right on the doorstep of the goal line.
Okay, so there could have been 2 turnovers there. First, he sheds a sack, stays on his feet, somehow Claypool beats his defender back to the ball and then just shreds a field. I mean, that was nuts.
And a handoff here to Jones, who just waltzes into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
There we go. All right. So if this were to play out, this is how you breed some confidence, no?
I'm still terrified by those 2 passes because there's the back foot one, and there was I definitely want to throw to Claypool in double coverage pass.
Oh, God. Because in real life that would have just been a sack.
Absolutely. Yeah, and he shucked the sack,
She's
too.
not shedding shit.
Man, the sim's getting more and more realistic and more scary.
I am nervous.
Well, Dore gets the extra point. Now he kicks it away. Nice little kick in the corner of the end zone, and Virginia Tech will just kneel it.
All right.
Well, so far, the story for the defense, they're showing right now on the screen, only giving up 46 yards. But really, most of those yards off one drive.
Yeah, exactly. That first drive where it seemed, oh, my God, the bleeding hasn't stopped. And all of a sudden, 5 wide. Here we go.
5 wide, shrink. Hooker back to pass because of course. And this is complete to Smith for a 14-yard gain. And looks like they're going to try to they're going to try to stretch the Irish defensive back depth here.
Keeping it 5.
Yep, just go ahead and chug. And again, this time just middle completely cleared out there for Patterson. He gets a 12-yard reception.
Same play structure, just flipped it.
And now cross midfield is Virginia Tech. Hooker back to pass. And this one goes a little up the seam, and it is incomplete. Jarred loose after Crawford puts the hit on him.
Sean Crawford, I'm sure you've seen it, but in real life, when he speed hits you, does that not look like the most violent contact in the entire game?
Unless Kyle Hamilton's doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Hooker passes it towards the near sideline, and Hazelton is hit before he can get to the sticks. 3rd and 2 coming up. Hokies on the 42-yard line of the Irish. Hooker has 5 passes for 5 completions for 50 yards. Book barely got over double digits until he started chucking it.
Yep.
Speed option does not work.
Got 8.
Khalid Kareem hits Hooker before he can pitch it.
Yep. Loss of 4 yards. Boom. Massive 3rd down stop. Brought him back to the 50-yard line. Incoming punt.
Yeah, this is still in plus territory, y'all. On the 45.
Turn down for what?
Yeah.
Turn down for what?
This is punting music right here, and it is shanked.
Shanked.
Heard turned down for what and couldn't handle the excitement.
Yep. No, turned down for, the 28?
Yep. It actually looked worse than that, so I'm surprised it went down to 30. Book will come out again, 3 receivers. Liking this 3 receivers plus commit look right now.
Yeah, it's working.
And Fink, speaking of working, he goes right over the middle, grabs it, and runs upfield for 18 yards.
This would be a really nice game to see Fink finally getting fucking involved in the offense.
Well, you just want all your leadership to step up, especially people that have had, subpar seasons like Fink. Book rolls all the way out of the pocket, actually steps up, sets his feet to a wide-open Lindsey, who takes it across to the 30,
Who was
But we have a
downfield?
flag.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Illegal touching. Wow.
What?
Lindsay apparently stepped out of bounds at some point.
Still
Oh
second
my
down.
god.
That
Never
is the
seen that
first.
shit.
That is the first time we've seen illegal touching all,
In this game.
all
I mean,
season.
busting out bullshit just to slow shit down.
Unbelievable.
Going with the pass again.
Book back to pass on 2nd and 15. Throws into the flat to Komet. He breaks a tackle and then makes something happen for 5 yards.
It's just good to see them like constantly pushing forward. That seems so uncommon these days.
It really does. A Book will come under center now. Komet splits out wide.
Nice.
And stepping up in the pocket is Book, and he overthrew. Lindsey's not that fast, sir. His
No.
first incompletion all game.
He targeted a Will Fuller.
I would love to see that foot race. Lindsey versus Fuller.
Hell yeah.
Well, the Irish will punt this away, and Bramlett trying to put it in the corner, but it bounces into the end zone. So with 10 seconds left here in the first quarter, the Hokies will take over on their 20-yard line.
It feels like okay. There's an element of even parity here that we've kind of come to expect from this Notre Dame team, but something kind of feels like they're just in control. No.
It really does. It has that feel. Oh, man.
Almost had him.
Absolutely fooled on the read option. A great pull down by Hooker because that was blown up in the backfield. Instead, it's a 4-yard gain. 2 in the quarter. And after, they're replaying the fumble that never happened. That was interesting. How did Claypool get that ball?
How did he beat his defender to that?
Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, that was the same play when Book had to shed the sack. Like that was impossible.
The Hooker pulled out in time. Wow.
Oh shit!
Well, he is back to pass and throws it to nobody.
Wow.
3rd and
To
6.
Possibly the most dangerous area of the defense. Somehow wasn't intercepted. They're down.
Yeah, Hokies coming out with 3 wide, have a tight end. Everybody going out for the pass, and White just got burned.
Just behind. White had his back turned.
Yeah, and Keene, the tight end, as you were saying, Shane, they're going to want to get him involved.
Yep.
Don't be surprised you see him split out wide all over the field trying to get mismatches. Speed option,
almost bit.
and Hooker thought he dodged the Kareem bullet, but there was Bilal to clean him up.
Yep. Kurt Heinrich also just cut off the entire side.
2nd and 10. Hooker back in the shotgun, and there's the left tackle or right tackle is having seizures.
Okay,
it's the right
there he
guard.
goes.
He
He
finally
found it.
moves into,
He found it.
and he pulls it down like a power read option there because that guard pulled the one that was freaking out.
Yeah, that seemed a lot. That was kind of a very rich rod play.
3rd and 2. Irish will try to get him off the field. A speed option, and Okwara stays home, defends the edge. And that was a great play. He stayed at home, acted like he was going to go at the tailback, and then once he saw Hooker cut up field, just went after him.
Yep, absolutely shut him down.
So Hokies will punt it away from their own 43-yard line. Kick is away. Fink will call for the fair catch, but lets it go over his head all the way to the end zone. That was a booming kick and a half.
Yep. Irish going to start. I mean, now is the time if they can sustain a long drive and maybe definitely assure a lead going to halftime. Now's the time to do it.
And a handoff here to start. Jones stops at the line of scrimmage, look for somebody to hit, and ran right into someone.
He had the first defender on the push, and then just had the guy got help.
There's some weird obsession the Irish have with just going after contact. Book back to pass and throws it into the flat at the receiver's feet and complete.
2-0.
So for 3rd and 10, the Irish are going to come out with 4 wide. Book is back to pass and throws it early over the middle, well short of the sticks, and Keys cannot get there. 7-yard gain. Irish go 3 and out, and we'll punt it away.
Well, that's not exactly how you do that thing that I said, but all right.
And it looks like the Hokies are coming after this, but Bramlett gets it away.
Not great.
What? Oh, the punt is
he
muffed.
muffed it.
And he picks it up and manages to get to the 45. That was
you-
all kinds of dangerous.
Did you all notice we got the sky cam on that punt?
We did.
That was fucking weird.
And that was one of those things because the Irish stayed back to defend the block. No gunners were out there.
Yeah, so we had time to let me go grab that real quick.
Hooker with the read option. No, it's a play action. And it's thrown away.
All right, cool. Good job, buddy. Nice effort.
Pride was the closest defender on the coverage there. So now 4 wide, 3 towards the far sideline. Handoff here and nowhere to go. McLeese is dropped for a 2-yard loss. Well, there's been a lot of talk about that rushing defense, especially from the ends.
But probably on a mission to prove a specific thing this week, if I'm going to guess.
Yeah, Okwara in particular has been and literally in the sim, he has not been on many tackles for loss on run plays. He has been here. Here comes
it's
screen set up and does not get nearly enough yardage. Drew White is there to run him out of bounds. 4th and 6. And just shy of midfield, the Hokies will punt. Your liver's
so we're
going to
say about Okwara's had a little bit of stock drop in the past couple of weeks, just in that he doesn't seem to want to contribute to the run game, overall stopping the run game. He just wants to get to the quarterback and get the sack. So, I mean, you got to hope that at least that last week's performance maybe was a little bit of a wake-up call or something, because it's pretty evident that he's a dominant player. I'd expect to see it, come to fruition here.
Well, we have seen, especially on the defense, if the sim has somebody turn around, Bilal started going crazy. And by the way, Keys with a little 1-yard tunnel screen. And when Bilal started going crazy in the second sim of the year, then all of a sudden just stepping up like crazy. So I would love to see that trend continue. Book drops back to pass, throws it over the middle to an open Claypool. That in stride, right on the numbers. Look at that.
Isn't it amazing how that short intermediate passing game just kind of gets things flowing?
Book throwing with confidence right now, and again, same play right up the middle. You might want to cover that guy. 16-yard gain for Claypool. He's now 56 yards here in the first half.
Probably, more than he's had in any half this year.
I would imagine. Book is back to pass. Irish are across midfield. Another completion. This one to Jones Jr., an 11-yard gain. So after getting a lot of short passes, even on this drive, trying the little wide receiver tunnel, everything feels more spread out and open now.
Yeah, and they're sticking with that tempo. They found something that worked.
Well, trying to mix in a run here and drop for a 2-yard loss. Well, I mean, Long is going to want to run it, and the Irish need to get more physical again. And one thing, a sub I did make is on the line. Kramer is not in here, so that went to his side. And 4 receivers. Book, play action. A little RPO there almost looked like.
It was.
Lindsey gets a 3-yard gain on the quick slant.
That's still third and long, third and 9.
But, I mean, you're 4-down territory here. If you throw another intermediate pass behind the sticks, it wouldn't be the worst thing, and we'll see what happens when Book drops back.
Plays that have worked.
Well, he did that, but Jones drops it.
Right out of his hands. And also, I mean, Jones was covered by the only defender in the area. He had to have another option.
Well, the Irish will punt it away on the Hokie 35. And this is this sky-high punt right now. And
these are affronts.
I'm telling you,
punts are affronts.
The punts just will not die in this game. They always roll into the end zone.
From the 35, kill me.
We've had multiple punts from inside the opposing 40.
Yep.
And, this time nobody took the quarterback on the read option. And Hooker, thankfully, only gets 4 because there was huge cutback lanes there.
That's got to be considered a win.
Oh, absolutely. You got 2 people going on the running back that does not have the football. Huge one. Hooker back to pass. Pulls it down. Kareem trips him up behind the line first.
Chased him down and got him.
That's another drinky drink, y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying to get ice.
Reminder of said rules up in the chat. So now 3rd and long for the Hokies. 3:50 left here to go in the half. Defense definitely stepping up. I think that whole 30-plus points that they gave up, knowing that's gone, they came to play. Hooker. The closest person to that pass was Elliott.
almost got it in his hands. Come on, Elliot, you
But
gotta clean that up.
Did you see what he did? He actually swatted at the ball instead of trying to catch it.
Blacked it. Fuck this ball.
There was no receiver there.
Fuck your pass. This is dumb.
So the Hokies will punt it away. Fink will take this just inside his own 30. Goes across to the 40. Spins away and gets to about the 43.
Fucking Fink's getting a little bit resilient, huh?
Well, I mean,
not taking the first contact and collapsing like usual.
yeah, I mean, we got a lot of positives we're going right now, but it's kind of annoying that we only have 7 points on the board to show for it.
Absolutely, it feels like a much more lopsided game at this point.
Book has 3 wide since Komet in motion towards the far sideline, excuse me. And Book back to pass, and wide open is Claypool. Goes across to the 35, breaks tackle to the 30, the 25, and is finally taken down in the red zone. Look at that.
Can't stop, won't stop Canada.
Beautiful. At the 20, Claypool nearly has 100 yards on the day, and we still have 3:19 left to go in the half. And Book, speed option, pitches it out to Jones. And Jones stiff arms his defender, only gets 2 yards when he's ridden out of bounds.
I have yet to see any of that kind of stuff really work.
Well, I will say this. We're doing a whole lot less the running back screens.
Yeah, that's true, thankfully.
Read option. Book
keeper
has all kinds of daylight.
Face mask?
Oh, it's going to be 3rd and inches, too. I thought he had the first down just inside the 10. 3rd and inches. Book lines up under center. Just a straight handoff up the gut here, and Jones easily has the first 3-yard gain. 1st and goal, Irish. Look at that. 3rd and short. That was a huge push by the line, too.
They need to get the fucking 6 here. They have to.
Oh, absolutely. Book is back to pass.
Boom.
If he throws that just a little bit more
Leads
forward.
it just a yard ahead.
Lindsey was on that reception for basically no gain there. He may have lost a little bit of yardage because they were on the. Oh no, they got a couple yards. Yes. For some reason, I thought we were inside the 5 last play. Well, this handoff goes to Jones, and he has the seas parted with that blocking.
Absolutely. He just coasted in. He stumbled for effect, basically.
And that is his 2nd touchdown. So hopefully his health is indeed good because it will be nice to see him do this. Kick is up and good. So Notre Dame 14, Virginia Tech 0 with 2:36 left in the half. Yes, there we go.
That's right.
The shootout going.
Now the defense has to continue to stick their damn to stop their throats. I mean, you have to keep this consistent.
I love that we got multiple pew-pews going. Much appreciated. And this return was returnable. The kick was very short. The wind, and it is a windy day here. This is pure wonder weather going on, and that kick did not make it to the end zone. So because of that, there was a return, but only to the 21. And this is a handout to McLeese. He is swallowed up by Bilal and 2 other defenders.
Hate yourself. I mean, Bilal in the sim in particular came on like 5 or 6 weeks ago and has never stopped.
And Hooker has a lot of time, but Kareem gets up. Just avoided him, and unfortunately Bilal was in the wrong cutback lane for the spy. First down. Hokie, that's the first down they've had in some time, it feels.
Khalid Kareem had to flip over a defender and still was within like an inch of catching him.
Oh, yeah. Kareem did everything he could there. Quick little tunnel screen.
How do you not jump that?
He was trying to. Crawford was trying to jump it, but he was able to hit him for no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Hokies. 1:55 left to go in the half.
Again, he's flipping him over. He's getting back up.
He's getting back up, and he almost had him.
Ah.
But Drew White on the tackle, 4-yard gain. 3rd and 7 for the Hokies.
Khalid still made enough contact to slow the guy down. That's what matters.
Well, 3 down linemen here for the Irish coming out in a modified nickel formation. Hooker back to pass. Kareem is just driving his dude forward. He's whipping his ass. And an easy stop there for the Irish. Elliott cleans it up. 4th and 4. And the Hokies will punt it away. So with 1:26 left, Irish has got a chance. They got to do something. Well, they tried to. This kick goes.
They did.
Right at the 15. And again, the Zibby punt return just dead ahead.
Just straight into the face, like riding a tightrope along the sideline. It's amazing.
So Book will come lead the Irish out, starting at their own 30-yard line.
Hey, by the way, the offense is over 200 yards.
Doubling up the Michigan total. So 118 left to go. Oh, something miscommunication
Atrocious.
happened there. I mean, Book
He
didn't
was
have a
supposed
chance.
to do a delayed handoff, and at the last second exchange, oh no, he's going to pass it.
Yeah.
And then he got sacked before he could throw it away.
I mean, just absolutely blown up there.
Full 4-yard step back, and that's exactly where he went down.
Yeah, Aaron Banks, the guilty party on that little whiff. 5 wide for the Irish. First time we've seen this out of their playbook. Book moving around the pocket, chucks it deep, and it is complete.
Oh,
Claypool
Chase
breaks the tackle
Claypool.
to the 30, to the he is gone. He is gone.
Oh no!
Oh, he got tripped up.
He got tripped up at the 2. 72-yard pass, man. 72 yards for Chase Claypool. They're down at the 2.
Well, Notre Dame subs out a couple of those receivers, and a handoff to Jones, who just takes it, walks in.
Walks in. That's how you do it.
Beautiful, beautiful drive there. That's a 2-minute drills are. I mean, look.
South Park.
I mean, it started terrible because there was an absolute whiff on a block and a sack, and Book responds just by effing going deep. And good Lord, the holder and the kicker got taken out, but no penalty.
Yo, I'm not even mad.
Well,
I'm not even mad.
well, the kick was good, so it is 21-0 with 50 seconds left to go in the half. And again, the wind getting a hold of this kick is short of the end zone, short of the person that thought they were going to catch it. And
Oof.
great coverage by the Irish.
Now would be a very comedic time for Virginia Tech to fumble the ball.
It would be, a pick six, a little scoop and score.
To save.
Well, the Hokies come out with 4 wide, 3 to the near sideline, which is the boundary. Oh, they nearly threw the interception!
I almost called it.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
Oh, that drop was timed almost to perfection.
Almost called it. I'm telling you.
So 41 seconds left to go, 4 wide again for the Hokies. And this is a handoff. I think the white flag has been waved for the half. 1 yard gain for
Please
McLeese.
show us some mercy.
And, apparently BK used a couple of those timeouts on that last drive, probably on the sack and the Claypool reception.
There it is. The clock's running now. They may get it off.
Yeah, 2 seconds left. They're not even going to snap this one.
Nice.
So at the half, a very good half. It's been a while since we've had a happy
It has
sim.
been a Chase Clay party.
It has. All right, well, we will come back with the second half right after this. The Irish lead 21-0. All right, Twitch folk, you know what time it is. We're about to hit that old ad button, so we will be right back.
Yeah, Twitches.
Let's see, did it actually go off? Yeah. All right. Oh. And of course, those of y'all that have the good old subs, you can still hear us talking.
Still hear us talking shit. I'm enjoying myself. I have a lot of candy, and I'm drinking. Everything is a trap at this point, right? I trust nothing. 21-0. I'll believe it when it's over.
Absolutely. It feels good right now, though.
Is there sometimes? Can I just say, I know we don't really take any of these stats particularly seriously outside of passing and rushing yards, but is time of possession, isn't it sometimes the inverse, the indicator of who's kicking someone's ass? The team that has possessed the ball the least amount of time sometimes
especially if your spread offense and your no huddle quick tempo is lethal.
Mike Leach, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got 1 second, so we are back and we will reset it here. All right, and we are here to start the second half. The Irish deferred. They will receive this kick. It is away, the kick into the wind. Irish will return it from damn near their own 10-yard line.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow.
Sebo just got drilled there, but he is past the 30.
Going off.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's the Claypool highlight. Claypool
Yeah,
highlights
buddy.
right here, bud.
Catch, run. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna give.
Oh, my God.
I thought they were gonna give him the whole run there.
Yeah, that would have been perfect.
5 receptions, 165 yards.
No TDs, an injustice. This needs to be rectified.
I mean, I ain't mad that Tony Jones is getting every last touchdown right now.
Give Claypool his.
And
There you
speaking
go.
of getting Claypool his, feed the hot hand right there. 11-yard gain on the slant.
I love it. Keep it up.
Irish pushed the ball up to the 39-yard line. Still have 4 wide. Book. Play action. Throws a little short one to the flat. Keys has this one for a 6-yard gain. Second and 4.
Just the fact that he turned upfield as opposed to running straight out of bounds made the difference of like 3 yards.
And 4 wide this time. 3 receivers go up towards the field in the far sideline, but this is a
Good
read option.
key.
Book runs to the boundary. Claypool was looking for somebody to kill. Everybody got out of his way.
The sea parted.
That's a 9-yard gain and an Irish first down. Now in plus territory on the
Throw it
Hokie
deep.
46. And Book over the middle. This one is complete to Fink. 11 yards.
This is good distribution. He's getting all of his receivers involved, literally just like dishing it everywhere, but favoring Claypool. Notice that Komet has just kind of been like a non-factor so far.
Well, I mean, he's not even in the formation right now.
Yep.
I mean, with the way right now, then a little out to the flat, and Keys breaks the tackle, but couldn't break the second 3-yard gain. But really, the way these DBs are getting eaten up, and that is one of the weaknesses of this Hokie defense, is the passing. And
Yep.
and it was actually said on the Irish Illustrated podcast, like, if you can't fix the passing game here, be worried.
Yep.
Ooh,
Almost
Claypool
intercepted.
with a
A-
rare drop, wide open,
A
and
fucking miracle that it wasn't picked off.
it almost looked like that drop, because he was trying to get it again after he
Off of
dropped
Fink's
it,
hands.
like looked like a handoff to the DB.
Yep.
But 3rd and 7, Claypool redeems himself.
Turning around, last second, low shoulder catch. Dude,
I mean, that was just a straight go route. Book throws it behind him, back shoulder. Great. This is what we were hoping for.
yep, this is what we've been waiting to see.
And Book pulls down the read option for a gain of 4. Yeah, they're covering.
Yeah,
They are
right.
covering and covering easily right now. 2nd and 6 inside the red zone. I think it's doing 2.
It is. It's
drops.
doing 2 of each.
And no gain there. So a rare 3rd down right now.
All right. Inside the 15.
Book back to pass. There's
Oh.
Komet, and he brings
There
it
he
down. Becomes 8 feet tall. 1st and goal, Irish on the 4.
Beautiful. I mean, he just absolutely high pointed it. No one's going to catch it but him.
All right, they're 3 wide, all to the field side. Book
Deep.
pulls it down, running that direction, and he was dropped for a loss of 2.
I think at this point you're just going to have to just going to go for the fade. You're at the perfect dead center of the field. You got both corner options. Just try it.
Or even just, I mean, Claypool slanting inside seems to be working quite well, although he
Yeah.
is not out there.
Nope.
2 receivers, he is not one of them. Lindsey and Keys are out there right now. Got 2 tight ends, though. Open late handoff to Jafar Armstrong.
Gashed him.
Untouched 7-yard touchdown.
Gashed him on an untouched delayed handoff.
We are running the damn ball today, yo.
Yep. It's almost like they should have done this when it was rain.
It's so fucking weird, right?
What?
Kick is up and it's good, and the route is on. 28-0. At this point, we're cheering for the shootout. Oh, not the shootout, the shutout.
The shutout. Let's get it. I mean, let's get a revised 31-0. Let's switch opponents.
Hey, we got to go for that 69, right? I am sick, but it'll still happen.
Look, I'll take 37. How about that?
And there we go. Let's see if we get the repeat on the guns.
Yeah, right.
All right, with 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter, Virginia Tech trying to get something going. Hooker back to pass. We got a screen set up here. And Drew White sneaks in behind the blockers. Only a 2-yard gain from McLeese.
Yeah, they had it covered basically across the board. It was played pure man-to-man. They weren't going anywhere.
As far as the downpour game at ND, Clearwall, Stanford, yes.
Look, they're going man again.
And Hooker pulls it down. Oh, Kareem is just like he's just half a step too slow.
And on is just his shadow all day.
It's been pointed out in the chat that Hooker has 69 passing yards.
Nice.
Very nice. 3rd down, 3rd and inches. Irish trying to get him off the field.
Yep.
And with a
Oh,
3-man
he got
front,
eaten.
Kurt Heinisch blows
Wow.
through the line. The Hokies will have to punt.
Holy shit. So this is getting a little bit dominant, and this is exactly what you want to see.
Again, 3 down linemen. Wow.
Yikes.
I mean, right at the nose, too. Highness should just...
Are you not entertained?
Oh, I'm very entertained.
Are you not entertained?
Fake still going.
Fig nearly got into midfield. This is
Why
great.
you were here?
This is some 3 phases whipping your ass shit right now.
Yep. Every single phase, Virginia Tech has been outmatched. The offense is just Claypool and Komet, they have no answers for. And then the defense has basically just been smothering the offensive line with literally, like you said, 3 down linemen. This is not even close.
Now, you may be wondering, Tex, did you change the sliders? Did you go crazy? The only thing I changed was pulling the clipping slider back because it does not get called 10 times a game.
Yeah, that was a little insane.
Yeah, that
guys.
was it.
Yeah.
Oh, Book overthrows
Had him
a
shrieking.
streaking Claypool.
Just overthrown it. That were Lenzy, he might have had it.
I mean, he made the right read. The hole was right there in that cover, too, is exactly what he should have done. 2-back formation. Look at this. Getting spicy.
Yo.
And
there
Claypool
you go.
again. He's finding all the holes in this zone. This is Bud Foster, retire, bitch.
Claypool now over 200 yards receiving.
And Book over 300 yards passing.
Jake Claypool with no touchdowns, though. Tears.
But look, you got to give the running back some love. Got to do that.
I mean, all the love? I mean, come on. No one likes a selfish lover.
Put Claypool in the backfield, you cowards.
Goddamn right.
All right, Book, read option. He takes it
Oh.
down to 30, has the first down to the 20, where he is
Book has
stopped.
been reading that outside edge run, I mean, all day.
And the entire line and the whole front 7 was just crashing down on the running back.
Yep.
Book ain't slow, y'all. He wants to run it too. We're also in the red zone. 17 first downs. Like,
Yosh.
after what we saw this past weekend, God, that's a welcome sight.
That seems insane.
Oh, but wait, y'all. But wait, a false
A tradition
start.
unlike any other. False start, Notre Dame at home.
So with 4:26 left to go, it'll now be 1st and 15. The Irish are pushed back outside the red zone.
And touchdown pass.
Oh, Book is looking everywhere.
Oh, terrible idea.
Looked like he threw that away.
He absolutely did. 420, everyone. 420 in the third quarter.
So 3 wide now. 2nd and 15. Book back to pass. Has all day again. Rolls
Oh, get
outside.
ready.
Oh, waited just a little too long. Sack for a 4-yard loss. 3rd and
Now-
19.
Now that done seems a little bit too prescient.
Yeah. Zion DuBois.
Oh my
Or
god.
DuBose? DuBose, maybe, probably the better one.
Dubois?
Oh, there's no I, so I don't know.
chosen one.
No, that's Phil Jakovic if you've been looking at the internet lately.
Yeah, right. It's 3rd and 19. Watch them catch this ball on like the 7-yard line.
Hey, you've been complaining about Claypool not having a touchdown? I'm feeling it right
Telling
here.
you.
Oh, they're screening it. Damn it. No.
No. Why? You just wave the white flag.
Chip Long, you coward.
Bitch. Okay, at least the field goal.
So mad about that. Well, Dora will come out for a 43-yard attempt. But we got offside.
Oh.
Just a shame. That's only going to make it.
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. Now this is going to be a 50-plus
Bullet
yard
into my
attempt.
face.
But they are kicking with the wind at their back.
Okay,
So we have a 49-yard attempt.
here we go. Here we go.
Oh, but it's okay.
They got
Oh,
it.
no. Oh, no. He missed it. Oh, no.
Wide as fuck missed it.
Oh, Father
mean,
Soren. I
wide as
blame the
shit.
drop. I blame the drop.
I blame the drop. He was distracted.
I mean, we got a little bit of swirling winds, I would assume, right now, too. Because that got pushed way the hell over.
28-0. Let's remember. I know this feels weird.
This feels very weird. Keene trying to get the Hokies moving there with a 7-yard reception. 2nd and 3. So the Hokies are out. It's a modified 5 wide that they had, but King split out. Now he's in the formation on the line. 3 down linemen for the Irish. And a pass over the middle, complete. Again to Keene. So
I just keep feeling like these receivers are going to fumble the ball. They look really loose with their carrying of the football.
a hooker under 100 passing yards, which Man, it sure didn't start like that. A screen here, and it gets blown up in the backfield. Oh, but Crawford can't complete the play. Was trying to tackle him off balance, and it just did not work. 5-yard gain.
Went from a 2-yard loss to a 5-yard gain.
2nd and 5, inching towards midfield. Hooker back to pass. Back out into the flat to McLeese. Only a 3-yard gain. We're seeing like this is the Notre Dame shit going on.
Yep. They're gonna they're gonna bring a little bit of pressure. They might bring somebody from the back end. There you go. Yep.
Yep. And a read option. Hooker pulls it down and cuts way upfield for one of the longest runs all game long.
They missed the quarterback assignment. He went straight for the running back and missed the quarterback.
So now in plus territory is Virginia for the first time in a long time. And this goes out to the flat again to Keene. He's brought down after a 4-yard gain.
All right. So, I mean, Virginia Tech is trying to keep this thing interesting, although at this point the pacing of the game suggests probably not going to happen. But we'll see if Notre Dame can clamp down.
5 wide.
Fuck me.
Hooker back to pass. Down towards the near sideline. And Hazelton gets a gain of 3 before he is stopped. 3rd and 3. Let's see if the Irish can get him off the field because these fools have been punting from the 30s, so you never know.
They sure have.
5 wide, 4 down linemen.
Get him.
That was the slowest corner blitz ever. Oh, and a broken tackle down to the 10. Oh, just outside the 10, rather. Hazelton with a 20-yard gain. So the first trip into the red zone for the Hokies on the 12-yard line.
And they can still technically get a first down.
Yes, they could. And be literally on the doorstep. But right now,
not anymore.
I don't know what that was.
He got sacked for 8 yards. That's what that was.
But Okendeji, I mean, no,
just free.
The linemen blocked each other.
Yeah, they looked at each other thinking, oh, that's who that was. They had a Florida moment.
They really did.
They blocked each other on the edge.
Oh, that was beautiful. Now the Hokies are pushed back to the 20.
2nd and 18.
And a jump off false start. Not
Take
offside.
that 23, Broham.
Man, this is
Woo!
This is
They're
some of
having
the
a Notre Dame moment.
They are. It's like the sim. I think the sim feels bad for us.
Yeah, they're just giving us a charity.
2nd and 23 from the 25. Here comes the screen. He almost got sacked, and they're gonna get dropped for a loss.
A screen for -1 yards. Oh, they're going for it.
No, it's third and 24 because of the false start.
Oh God, I thought it was 4th down.
Run a screen again. 3rd and 24. 1:25 left to go here in the third.
I dare you. They're playing a little bit of soft zone there, though.
It's 3rd and 24. Here it comes again.
He's doing it again.
Sacked him
He
again.
did it again.
A 1-yard gain. 4th and 23.
Field goal. Wow.
It is so great to see the other team doing the dumb bullshit.
Holy shit. That was amazing.
This will be a 42-yard attempt. It is up.
Obliged.
The wind doesn't play games with this one. The shutout is dead. 28-3.
I cannot believe they obliged. Like, hey, run the screen again. Okay.
Yes, sad trombone shutout. Gone. Well, this kick will be taken at the 6-yard line. Sebo
Break a spot.
across
Break
the
it
25.
open.
Oh, he had a seam almost
Had a
there.
lane.
He takes that up to the 30-yard line, and we'll see if Book can line him up again. Maybe we can get a little bit of fill action here.
I gotta wonder why they don't put Lindsey on kickoff returns. Oh well.
You know what? That's a very good question. Or punt returns. Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Jones.
Jafar.
No, that was
Tony
Jones. He put a rocket on his back there. 14-yard gain.
Say, what the fuck?
Irish now move the ball up to the 44-yard line, inching towards midfield, 4 wide here. 50 seconds left to go.
There he goes again.
They tried it again, but this time he is pulled back for a 1-yard loss.
Super horse collar tackle, was it not?
It's like the physics broke. I don't even know what that was.
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, the crowd just died after that. It's like, oh shit.
Well, I'm done.
It's like, oh, let's go get a hot dog before the
Yeah, there you go.
quarter.
Get it back to Claypool.
3rd and 1 after that 10-yard gain. 27 seconds left in the third. So this could be the last play of the quarter. Irish now past midfield. come out with 3 wide plus commit.
Keeper.
And read option.
Hey.
Shane is on this. He's Tony Romoing it, folks.
Yep.
Book gets damn near to the 35-yard line on that run. 36 to be exact. 8 seconds left. We'll see if they get this snap off.
They have to. Come on. No waste of time.
Yep, they do. Book back to pass.
There it
Wide
is.
open.
Wide
Fink.
open is Fink.
17-yard gain. Irish are in the red zone.
They are cooking with gas.
At the end of the third quarter, 28-3, Notre Dame up comfortably.
This has been the most chill sim of the season, I feel like.
I don't know how
I mean,
to
aside
react.
from Bowling Green, which is just pure comedy.
And then had weirdness with the SC sim.
Bowling Green. they beat Notre
Had
Dame.
way too much prediction going on with the Michigan sim. Jones busted upfield for 7 yards. And now here comes the physical part of the game.
Yep. Run the fucking ball. I know it's the damn ball. I like the fucking ball.
Well, it's time to get that identity back, boys.
Yeah.
And another handoff, this time to Jafar.
There
He
he
breaks
goes.
upfield, makes a couple cuts.
Jafar Armstrong just slicing, dicing like a deli blade, man.
That is, folks, the 5th rushing touchdown of the game.
Yep. It's almost like Chip Long said, "Oh, you guys want to talk shit about Book being the problem? Watch. Here we go." Nobody gets any credit.
Everybody's going to remember what's going on. And the kick is up and good. And with the epic sacks in the background,
One of my favorites,
35-3 with 7:39 left to go in the game.
especially because of how long it goes.
Yes.
It goes forever.
The 14 hours of epic sacks playing in the background of the sim.
Never gets old.
So the Hokies will take over at the 22. I mean, they can't even get a return to the 25.
No. At this point, Virginia Tech just seems outmatched in every phase of the game.
I think, speaking of outmatched, Khalid Kareem just shucks his guy to the side and drops McLeese for a loss
The
of 3.
offensive line has nothing for this Notre Dame front seven. Absolutely nothing.
Okwara was in the backfield as well on that tackle. 2nd and 13, 4 wide here for the Hokies, and desperation has to be setting in. And, of course, when
The
desperation
screen
sets in...
that Marble all destroys.
Oh, well, he should have.
Well, he cleaned it. I mean, he didn't get it cleaned up, but he at least initiated enough contact to slow the pacing down. Drew White cleaned it up.
No, that was actually Heinisch there.
Oh,
On the
Heinisch chasing
cleanup.
it
Yeah,
down.
Heinisch actually chased it down. That's why the only reason for the correction, I'm like, again, give him some credit for hunting that down from the line. And Hooker's pass is dropped.
On 3rd down,
That would have been a first. Receiver
Yep.
had to step and said they're punting.
Hokey Pond. Turkeys can't kick. Their legs are too small.
Let's see if Fink has some magic here. Everybody was held up at the line
Down
pretty
the
well.
center of the field, dude. Look at this.
And going across to the 40, a 20-yard punt return there.
Look at this. A clean, no turnover game, you know. So far, so nice. Notre Dame in control.
There was 6:49 left to go here. And, I mean, this would have to, I assume, be book/drive in this game.
I mean, does the sim know?
Book is back to pass. Oh, and just overthrows his man there. Not sure who the intended receiver was.
First reminder of Virginia Tech safety/linebacker Divine Diablo facing a Catholic team in a Catholic school.
Book back to pass. Throws it downfield, and it's complete to Lindsey, who almost breaks a couple tackles.
Oof. He
Because-
almost had to gravity tackle himself, like he was riding the wave of his momentum, and he's still gaining an extra 5-10 yards.
That was a nice 25-yard gain. 27, excuse me, there.
Yes.
1st and 10, Irish. 6:40 left to go. They're not, and this is one of the complaints we've had when 5 wide, by the way. I mean, Notre Dame hasn't done a whole lot of throat stomping this year. Making a
This is
statement right now.
Yeah.
And this pass is complete to a
Claypool.
wide open
Oh,
Claypool, who
who
just
punches a
sunned
motherfucker.
somebody.
Oh, he pimp slapped his defender.
25-yard gain.
Get him a touchdown pass. Come on. He's at 244 yards.
Can you have a player of the game? Will the game have logic of saying, well, you didn't score a touchdown?
They're going to say Tony Jones, who had 3 touchdowns.
Irish now take over on the 7-yard line.
1-on-1, Claypool, 1-on-1.
Book back to
Get
pass.
him.
He's looking that way. Throws it to Komet instead. He is brought down at the 2.
You definitely looked right at him.
I'm not counting Bowling Green and New Mexico for throat stompings.
That's too easy.
5 wide on the 3-yard line.
Oh, come on.
Hell yeah.
They're forcing it.
Book,
Give it to
make
him.
the
It
pass.
just curled.
He ran into a sack.
Ian, that's okay. Fine. Take the sack, dummy.
This is like some kind of reverse Rudy. I feel like he did that on purpose.
Yeah, and you saw by the time Ian decided to tuck and run and take the sack, Claypool was streaking across the entire end zone looking for some room. He knows he wants it.
Well, Book
He's
has
looking at him again.
No, Book ran into another sack, you jerk.
He took it. He couldn't see it. He's just staring down Claypool. I got to respect the sim for knowing what we all want. And Ian Book legitimately just staring at Claypool trying to get him his 6.
After last week, all throat stomping counts.
Okay, fair.
Fine.
Oh, this is going to be for Dorr, a 35-yard attempt. And into the wind. Apparently, it's easier to kick into the wind. Both field goals have been made on that side of the field and just drilled.
All right.
So with
At
5,
this point, it's
20 left to go. 38-3 Irish.
yikes. Yikes.
Hey, I will be extremely happy, especially with the weird, my time, 1:30 kickoff.
I got to tell you, though, if this happens, there is a lot of serious discussion about Justin Fuente's future.
Oh, yes, because Virginia Tech has been a mess all season. Now, they're 5-2, but
Sure.
go take a look at how they got those 5 wins and how they've
this is
got
how you
those
take
2
the win out of
losses.
those sales.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole Coastal is an absolute disaster right now. Hooker throws out into the flat to McLeese and only a 1-yard gain. And, oh, man.
And injury.
Insult to injury, indeed. We will see what the update is on McLeese. That's just rough. 2nd and 9, 5 minutes left to go. Hooker back to pass. Kareem shuts his
keeps
bed.
trying to get
Oh, he
there.
almost got home. Almost picked off by Drew White.
Almost. He just dropped it at the last second.
So damn close.
That would have been glorious. A fucking white linebacker downfield intercepting a pass.
And Hooker back to pass. Chucks it. Whoa! Wide open.
Circus catch.
Wide open. Full extension by Caleb Smith.
You gotta give it to him. I'm sure he's not a 2, but come on, man. It's like he's playing against 2s. Yikes.
Handoff here, and decent gain there. 6-yard gain for Kashawn Keene, who takes over for the injured McLeese.
Does this game become a compliment sandwich of Virginia Tech drives? Where like the first one's great, the last one was great, everything else sucked.
Well, King's going to get another handoff, and he's got something cooking right now. Now he's getting some
Get them
action.
down to the 12.
12-yard game, 1st and 10, and all of a sudden they are on the 14-yard line. 4 wide here, the Irish are defending. Hooker back to pass, throws over the middle, and footsteps were heard. 4:24 left to go, and McLeese, you can tell how long ago this game was made because it's determining it a mild concussion. Words you don't hear anymore.
Mild. That doesn't matter. Holding. Yeah.
This could be holding or face mask. It is holding indeed. Tony Romo. Shane
calling it.
Romo.
Yep.
Christian Dare saw the guilty party for Virginia Tech, and the Hokie is beside himself.
I love seeing the Hokie do like the what the fuck hands.
Idiots doing idiot things because they're idiots.
So now backed out of the red zone to the 24 go the Hokies. And here comes the screen. Almost picked off.
What is this?
Jacob Lacey.
Jacob Lacey at the side of the face. Wow.
This is so great when we're not doing this bullshit.
It feels great, right? Watching the Virginia Tech shit the bed. Amazing.
3rd and 20. And here comes
Doing it
another
again?
snap screen. And again.
Oh, and he got murdered.
Lacey's all over the shit.
He got destroyed again.
Actually, I don't know if that was Lacey. No, that was not. That was Jason Adamiola. Oh, excuse
Oh my
me.
god, he fucking ate him.
That nope is both signed for the denial of the play and me fucking up a name. So on 4th and 23, a 45-yard field goal shall be attempted. And then,
False start. Down.
see, the great thing about the logic of this game, even when the defense jumps and draws the
false
false
start.
start, they still call it a false
They don't
start.
give a fuck about you getting drawn off sides. They don't give a shit.
Well, now they're saying, fuck it, we're going for it on 4th and 28. Please run a screen. Oh, God, run a screen.
That's got to be a real need of the old
Hit while he was
emotional.
throwing.
Oh,
Overthrown.
That was in the end zone. Overthrown. He was open.
That's what you call a Todd. Turnover on downs.
I like that. So the Irish will take over on their own 32 to go kill out the rest of this game. 3:48 left to go. 2 receivers. Komet goes in motion.
Hell
Read
yeah,
option.
keep that ball, Ian Book.
5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. 3:40 left to go, and I'm assuming they're just going to try to bleed this sucker all the way down.
Yeah, I suspect that's basically it. They're just going to run the ball. They're probably just going to hand it off to Tony Jones a couple times, maybe get Jafar Armstrong in there, and then, that's it. There you go. Delayed handoff.
Speaking
And a
of-
first down.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
Tony Jones just dancing everywhere for a 10-yard
Tony
gain.
Jones for how many yards now? 50?
50.
And 3 TDs. Excuse me.
Everything's been very efficient for the running game for the most part.
Surgical.
So 2:50 left to go, and the game is in speed up the clock mode as well.
In hurry up mode.
Lead blocker Ian Book on the handoff.
Unreal. This game is like, at this point, it's almost like it's like a farce. It's like a parody of reality.
This is beautiful. Please happen. Please, God, be as accurate as you were for Michigan.
Although I'll say, if this happens, you know exactly what the response is going to be. Where was this during Michigan?
Don't care. It's here now. Michigan's done. It's over with. 8-yard game for Jafar Armstrong as the Irish continue to bleed this sucker down. They're on the
Murder.
Hokie 35 with 1:30 left to go in the game. Oh, man, just an absolute bludgeoning.
I mean,
On the Bud
they're getting
Foster
murdered.
retirement turn.
Oh,
Book
my
pulls
God,
it down.
off the
He's to the
edge.
20, to the 15.
Ian Book looking like fucking.
They're going to score again. They're going to
running
fucking
like the
score
Nard
again.
Robinson down here. Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I forgot that. I need to look up the point total. I wonder
I'm
if we're
sorry.
going to come close to hitting the over here.
Ian Book looked like Robert Griffin III.
Turn down for what?
So 1:18 left to go because Book got knocked out of bounds and stopped the clock. Touchdown, Irish! Tony Jones
Slammed
takes
him.
it in.
Just fucking dominated. And Tony Jones with 4 touchdowns today.
Oh my dear God, this is fucking beautiful, y'all.
This is murder. Fuck the Michigan result. Imagine being Virginia Tech on the receiving end of this shit. Fuck.
I'm just like, wait, what happened?
No touchdown answers, nothing. Just it's happening to you.
And with 1:14 left to go, the Irish 45, Virginia Tech 3.
Forever.
Fuck Michigan.
Yes, indeed.
That's right.
Fuck Michigan forever. All right, the total in this was 57.5. So because
Hell.
of Virginia Tech's ineptitude, this game will probably hit the under.
LOL.
No, it will. The only way
It's going to.
Yeah, there would have to be a quick touchdown, an onside kick recovery, and
It's
another
done.
TD. It's over.
Yeah, Notre Dame scored 45 points, and it's with the under.
Damn.
Yikes.
All right, pass here.
Get
Hooker.
the sack fumble. Oh, whew.
Shane wants blood.
That was coming. That was coming. If he had waited there, it was coming.
We got the chat cheering for the 50 burger right now.
I'm telling you.
1:05 left to go in the game. 2nd and 6 for the Hokies. Hooker back to pass. Throws it over the middle to a wide open receiver. Keyshawn King, 11-yard gain. I mean, the full prevent right now. Nobody
Yeah.
gives a shit.
Drop 9.
1 minute left to go in the game. And they're running a screen
They're throwing a screen.
on a
Unbelievable.
prevent defense. What are you doing? 5-yard gain on that screen.
Hey, you see in the chat, Benny wants some Velvet Man merch. We're gonna have to put something together.
Ooh, definitely. I still need to change your nameplate to Velvet Man.
down.
For what? Another screen? Sure, why
Oh my
not?
God!
Appreciate the idiocy.
Why does this keep happening?
Idiots.
That one's
doing
me.
Idiot things because they're idiots.
That's the board in front of me.
Yeah.
Hey, is something burning? Oh, wait, it's you because you just got burned.
Oh, and then with that, Hooker burns half the defense.
Hey, is something burning? Oh, wait,
Oh,
it's you.
we're going to
because
get the
you just got
reprise. The sounds are broken.
Echo.
30 seconds left. Virginia Tech in plus territory. It doesn't matter. King
It
gets the
doesn't matter.
handoff.
No one cares. Everyone's laughing at them.
Drop for a 1-yard loss. Students are shotgunning in the stands. Everybody's partying.
People are flipping off the ushers. It's just chaos.
15 seconds left to go. And a little slant route to Grimsley.
Third
Pull
and
down,
one, it's
third and
over.
one. And I don't even know if they're going to bother getting this last snap
Nope.
off. It sure
It's gonna
doesn't.
roll off.
And that is going to do it for the game, y'all. We have killed some sim demons tonight.
Exorcism.
Your final score, Notre Dame 45, Virginia Tech 3.
Yep. You know it was going good because I was predicting shit that I had no fucking clue was going to happen.
I'm really glad they highlighted Virginia Tech's offense at the end there. And your
Yeah.
player of the game is indeed Tony
I told
Jones
you.
Jr.
I
17
told you.
carries, 72 yards, 4 touchdowns, and some receiving yards mixed
5
in there as
receptions
well.
for 23 yards, too.
Yeah.
Almost 100.
I mean, over 100 all-purpose yards. Oh, damn near 100 all-purpose
Almost.
yards.
Almost.
Claypool, though. We're going to have to
Claypool.
check that receiving total.
Fucking dominated. He had over 250 yards, I think. No, 240 something, maybe.
If Claypool goes off like he did in the Sims, Shane's will be pantsless for the entirety
My
of Saturday.
dick will rocket off my body into the wall. Okay.
Nobody clip that. Nobody, for the
Nope.
love of God,
No,
clip
but
that.
please don't clip that and send it to me at supermantdjesus@gmail.com.
That does not deserve to be anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man! And the best part was hitting those 40 points at the tail end there, with that last touchdown by Jones. But let's go ahead and check.
Yeah. Play my jam. While the music's playing, let's get them receiving yards.
Oh no, we got to go to the pass.
Claypool's receiving yards.
Claypool had
How many did he have?
244. A long of 72. Oh damn! It stopped.
That's
Yards
fine.
after catch 122.
Damn.
Jesus!
I mean, damn. literally half of his yards
After
were
the
after the catch.
Oh, I'm glad we got the reprisal. Yes, it broke. Oh no, I think he did it again. Yes.
It's Claypool's receiving yards. How many did he have?
Oh.
244.
Oh, now it's
bitch.
completely
Okay,
broken.
okay.
It's over there. Fink was the second leading receiver with 61 yards, so he has a little bit of a bounce back game. That's a solid game, but just
I feel it.
dwarfed.
Listen, the fact of the matter is, Komet shared the spot of the lowest receiving total with Lawrence Keys at 17. Everybody got involved. Fink was involved. Claypool was dominant. Tony Jones Jr. scored infinity fucking points. This was the kind of thing you need coming off of a disgustingly depressing week like the one at Michigan.
Yeah, and it's never going to wash it away because obviously it happened. This isn't going to, launch us back into, oh, maybe the Orange Bowl will happen. No. Like, but you got to, this is what you need. You have to have the big bounce back because, I mean, it's a gut check time. That's really what it is. It's an absolute gut check for the team. So this is what you want to see. You want to, I mean, defense stepped up, offense stepped up, even special teams was just like, fuck y'all, we come to play. Absolutely hope it happens. Well, before we dismount, I do want to mention a little bit about some charity stuff here with Extra Life. Wish I had done this up the front. Hopefully people are still listening. Next streams will probably be next weekend, but this weekend is the actual National Game Day. So you will have thousands upon thousands of gamers across the nation playing games for 24 hours plus. You'll have some major gaming sites like Giant Bomb does an entire freaking like weekend and week. Rooster Teeth is, by far one of the largest streamers and also money makers in this one. They also have a lot of stuff going on. So in support of that we have that, I did do a stream on Tuesday And I had 8 virtual deaths in the game. So because of that, I have a death tax of 8%. So 8% of everything that you donate now up until Sunday at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, I will match up to 8%. And I have a little thing with my work to where if that hits 50, then work will match it 100%. So we can effectively bump that up to 16%. We're about like $450 some odd dollars from hitting that mark. So every dollar counts, obviously. And we do this. It is all going to the Children's Hospital Foundation in Oklahoma City. And the reason it goes there is because a family friend, their son, Avon, passed away from leukemia. He lost his battle there. So I do this in honor of him. Been doing it for the past 4 years. A lot of y'all that have listened and people in Twitch chat have donated. So obviously 100% thank you, because we've raised over $5,000 and I'm not even in my December marathon yet.
Incredible stuff. Yeah. Anything you can give is for a great cause. And I mean, Texas is always doing it. So the window's never closed.
Absolutely. So to donate, go to extralife.ndtex.com. Again, that's extralife.ndtex.com. Maybe I'll do a little front bumper for the cold open as well. So we'll book in this thing. Nice. But yeah, I mean, this is good. I feel better. It's really stupid how good a video game just made me feel right now. It really
is, but it fucking works. It's incredibly effective.
Oh, absolutely. So, yeah. Oh, well, hold on a second.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, man, this is long.
We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell 1 inch at a time.
All right, I like the positive attitude there.
Yes.
Appreciate it, Clear Out.
Prophetic.
And appreciate everybody that joined us. We had a lot of fun here. And we will be back.
Turn down for what?
God damn it. You son of a piece of shit.
I think
We're not even done. Let us sign off,
I think you were trying to time it during the sign off. I think I managed to vamp just long enough. But we will be back here Sunday to do a recap of the week, and hopefully we have happy times. With that said, thank you for everybody that joined us here on twitch.tv/YourLittleSons. Again, make sure you come join us Sunday night. We're back on. And of course, subscribe to the podcast over on Apple Podcasts. Oh, there it is. iTunes and wherever you get your podcast feeds at. And of course, on Discord, HerLittleSons.com, Discord, and on our home, HerLittleSons.com. And here we go, y'all. Let's get rid of the ugliness. Let's have a good one. Go Irish Bead Hokies. Have a good one.
Yeah.